Our final person to speak on this is Spencer from Wanakee.
I am.
All right. Yeah, played some hockey there.
Oh, nice. Good morning. Thank you for having me. Really appreciate it. When you go to a networking event and somebody says, "So, what do you do?" Many of us have a really easy time answering that. Yeah, I'm a lawmaker from Eau Claire, or I'm a CFO at an engineering company. For me, it's really difficult because I'm a speaker, consultant, educator, so I've trained the DOJ at the federal level on cryptocurrency recovery and analysis. I'm all over the place. So I gave up on trying to figure out in which context I should answer somebody when they say, "So what do you do?" So I simply say, "Hey, I'm a professional soccer spectator." I have a 14-year-old and an 11-year-old, and it seems like they have games all the time, and I love it. My son, 14, his name is Dominic, he also has been refereeing now for 2 years. And you should see how hard it is to be a referee. If you haven't been one, I would put it up there with one of the hardest jobs there is, especially at 14 years old. So when he puts on this jersey, all of a sudden it opens up him to all kinds of criticism that you would never get otherwise, from players, from coaches, and you know what the worst is? Parents. So when I go to these games where Dominic is a referee, on top of just playing games, I will sit there amongst the parents and hear the horrible stuff that they say about my son. And it's really hard to hear that. But my son, being 14, even when he was younger, he embraced the ethos of 2 American values. And that was personal responsibility and getting rewarded for taking risk. I asked Dom after these games, you hear this stuff from these parents that talk really poorly about you and your performance. How do you feel? And he goes, "Well, if I don't do it, who would?" And talking about a nominal reward for the risk that he takes, he gets $34 for that hour of criticism. And you may be thinking to yourself, well, an hour, that's not so bad. I get criticized 24 hours a day as a lawmaker, right? So maybe I should be a referee instead. But what's salient about this is he understands these things without being taught. So if we look at this through the lens of decentralized finance or staking, through the lens of cryptocurrency, maybe I can just contrast this with one other industry that's pervasive and probably more used than anything that's out there right now on a consumer level, and that's gambling. So gambling used to be relegated to Las Vegas and Atlantic City. And now what do we have in Wisconsin? Casinos, the Wisconsin lottery, and sports betting on everybody's phone. You ask a sports gambler, "Hey, just out of curiosity, how you doing?" What are they going to say? "Great. I'm great. I'm better than the average." Really? We always know the house wins, right? So if you get to the subtext of what they're saying, they want the thrill. So when we look at staking within a cryptocurrency context, this is the antithesis of thrill. This is somebody saying, "Look, I believe in this thing, this nascent technology, and I would like to support it by pledging my assets to ensure the sanctity of the data that's contained on the blockchain. And I'm going to receive a nominal reward, just like when a referee steps on that field. It might be 2%, 2.5%, but it's nothing like what you could earn in a money market fund right now on your cash." So when you look at those who advocate for staking, what they're really saying is, look, I want to take personal responsibility. I want to get paid to take a risk upon which I'd receive a reward. And then ultimately, when we think about the 10th Amendment, which granted us self-sovereignty and guaranteed self-sovereignty, that allows us as individuals who own crypto to pursue that. Thank you.
Thank you. So my kids reffed hockey, which is even worse because you're in the building.
I believe it.
It's a little closer.
I believe it.
So not
Yeah.
good. Everything you said sounds like something my son would say to me.
About refereeing? No.
No, about the crypto
Yeah.
thing, because this is his world, not mine. And that is just how he would have put it to me also. So, thank you.
Thank you.
So what questions do we have for Spencer?
Well, I would.
Okay, Mr. Whiskey.
I like bourbon. So now that I've listened to testimony, I'm starting to get a better feel for this. So can you just clarify for me, blockchain, these protocols, networks, or whatever you want to call them, this technology, it's used for more, it's not just solely something it is a vehicle for dealing in cryptocurrency. But I think what I'm understanding now is it's also a way to exchange documents, contracts, other things in a way that's different from what our standard was. Because I noticed in one of the testimonies that it does real estate transactions at a much faster pace than what you would do. So is that the right way to think about this? Because I think people are stuck on the currency side of this and not understanding what it does in other transactions.
Yeah, there's a lot of blockchain that's not crypto. So I'll give you an example. I didn't mention I'm an early stage investor in myriad companies as well. One of them is in Chicago, and they said, when we build a high rise downtown Chicago, you know how many documents are created? Tens of thousands of documents. So you have the GC that says this, you have this sub that says this, you have the bank that says this. They go, well, my records say X, your punch list says Y. Why are they different? So what this company is doing is creating a private blockchain upon which all of these parties can agree upon what is the job, when is it done, and most importantly, when do we get paid? And all of that blockchain work can happen instantly, 24/7. With nominal fees, if any fees at all, on a private blockchain.
Wow.
Yeah.
On the building commission, that'd be nice.
And then ultimately, when the city of Chicago comes and goes, we want to see what happened, here's the blockchain record. Every single transaction that played out.
Okay. I have a question for